Hi guys, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for always stopping by. If you're just joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe to this channel and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Abeg. Waiting you were about to watch could shock you. What is actually going on in Finland? The Finland government versus Simon Ekpa and Nigerian government. Okay guys, let's go there. I will be right back. Thank you.
Yesterday, being the 30th of May of 2025, the Finnish government for the very first time released and published live footages and pictures of Simon in the Päijät-Häme district court. These videos of Simon went super viral on the internet, from Twitter to YouTube to WhatsApp, Facebook, TikTok, and so on and so forth. But the truth of the matter is, many individuals and many Nigerians failed to properly analyze Simon's body language and properly analyze the footages to see the info embedded in that particular pictures and videos. Well, in this video, we shall be critically analyzing the pictures and videos released yesterday by the Päijät-Häme district court, so we can see every single details coming from that courtroom session. Well, let's start with the very first thing. Let's start with the outfit of Simon. Showing right now on your screen is a picture frame which shows that Simon is putting on a grey colored suit, a blue tie with white dotted lines, and also a white shirt. Interestingly, on the 8th of November of 2024, days before Simon was arrested, he released a video on his Twitter page wearing the same outfit he wore to court yesterday. Showing right now on your screen is the video he released on the 8th of November of 2024. As you can see, when you look closely, he's putting on the same suit as the one he wore yesterday, the same tie as the one he wore yesterday, but a different shirt. Well, just in case you don't believe me, let's place these pictures or the video side by side. On the left hand side of your screen is Simon in the Päijät-Häme district court, while on the right hand side of your screen is a video he released on the 8th of November of 2024, where we can all see him dancing and celebrating, dancing to a music released by Flavor. And he made this video around 3:40 of that said day. As you can see the wall clock behind Simon. Anyways, let's move on and let's see other info and details we can find after doing some forensic examinations. Well, showing right now on your screen is also a picture frame from the Päijät-Häme district court released yesterday. When you look closely, you will see that Simon has a lot of books, a lot of paperwork, and a lot of documents on his desk ready to go. So the question here is, what are these documents? Well, let's start with the very first one. Let's start with the bigger document, the white colored paper document there. Based out of the publication released by BBC on the 24th of May of 2025, they claim that Simon, before the court session kicks off, was supposed to give a speech, a handwritten speech that he has prepared a couple of hours before the court session. And as you can see, Simon had that speech ready to go, and that is the document highlighted on your screen right now. So what else do we have on Simon's desk? Well, if you look closely, we have a yellow colored book, or let's call it a jotter. Yes, this is a jotter with different color classifications so as to group his documents and to group his evidence. It's very possible that Simon has written down a lot of data and a lot of evidence, and he has grouped them in color, as you can see. So we have blue, yellow, and orange color classifications, which, like I said, are different data and different facts that he has arranged together with his lawyer to present in the courtroom. So now let's go down to other documents on his desk. When you look closely, we have a bigger file laying on Simon's desk. These files probably are coming from his company. Just in case you don't know, the Finnish court also charged Simon for aggravated tax fraud and violation of the provisions. Yes, so Simon also is defending himself for tax evasion in that country. And probably these documents, this huge pile of documents, are papers from his companies, from his law firm, and from his Stream OY social media platform. That is what we think. So let's move forward and see other details embedded in this particular video coverage. Showing right now on your screen is a different angle, a picture from a different angle in the court session. Yes, when you look closely at Simon, you will see that he's holding a pen on his left hand, and also there's a jotter on his desk. This simply means that Simon is ready to take notes of any discussions or conversations had in the courtroom. This simply means that this man is actually ready. He's ready to pen down any key points or any keynotes that he has to use as a reference in the future This is a very, very smart one by him, by getting himself ready to take down any bit of info. Now, let's take a look at the individual seated on the right-hand side of Simon. Who is this man? Who is this man on the right-hand side? Well, it's very simple. From common sense, that man is his lawyer, and his name is Carl Gumerus. Yes, he's a lawyer representing Simon in the court of law. And now, let's go to the most interesting part of this whole video. Showing right now on your screen is a close-up video or picture of Simon. And when you look closely, you notice that this man has gray hair. This came as a shocker because nobody have ever seen this man on gray hairs. Nobody ever believed that this man, who is 40 years old, will have gray hairs. For better picture and for a better clarity, take a look at this post coming from Simon, released on the 17th of November of 2024, which happens to be one of his last pictures he uploaded before he was arrested or apprehended by the Finnish police. As you can see, when you look at this picture closely, Simon here had no gray hairs, but then you can tell that he used dye. He has used dye to probably color his hair because his hair here was well groomed and dyed already, which simply means that Simon, before he was arrested, was already having gray hairs. But then we did some quick investigations to unravel some details and intricacies from the Killamakowski Correctional Center. We noticed that in Killamakowski Correctional Center, inmates are not allowed. Inmates are restricted from having or using grooming items like hair dye and other grooming stuffs. Yes. So this is simple. Simon must have requested for an hair dye to color up his hair, but his request was turned down by the officers or the warders in Killamakowski Correctional Center. So Simon, already before his arrest, was on dye, hair dye, a black colored hair dye. Moving on swiftly, what else do we have here? Well, take a look at this photograph showing right now on your screen and pay attention on Simon's eyes. As you can clearly see, this man is looking like he's sleepy or sober, or as the case may be. But we had to do some research. We noticed that Simon currently is facing some eye problems. Yes, Simon has some eye or sight difficulties, and that is why he's looking so sober in this particular picture frame. Well, just in case you don't believe me, take a look at this video playing right now on your screen. Pay attention on his eyes. As you can see, this guy clearly has sight or eyes problem, as the case may be. And that is why he's looking so sober in this particular video coverage showing right now on your screen. Now, let's move on swiftly and see what else we can find in the courtroom session. Showing right now on your screen is Carl Gumerus, the individual defending Simon in the court of law. And showing right now on your screen is the lawyer representing the government of Finland. His name is Samsa Hakala. But interestingly, when you play, there are two different interviews because these two lawyers were interviewed after the court session. When you play the interview of Carl Gumerus, the lawyer of Simon, he was looking so timid. He wasn't looking like he knows what he's doing. He wasn't looking very vocal. And at the same time, in his press release and interview showing right now, he wasn't entirely defending Mr. Simon. But then when you play the interview of this man, the lawyer from the prosecuting counsel, this guy looks very agile. He spoke like he knows what he's saying, and he spoke like he's very, very confident that he's going to send Mr. Simon to jail. Well, as we speak, we don't know why Simon's lawyer, Carl Gumerus, is acting very timid at this particular point in time, because Carl Gumerus happens to be one of the top lawyers from Finland. Why is he acting so timid and very shy when Simon is at risk of going to jail or spending 6 years in imprisonment? Well, moving on swiftly, what else can we analyze from the court session? Showing right now on your screen is the fact that every individual present in that court has a monitor or a screen in front of them. From Simon to his lawyers to his assistant lawyer, the prosecuting counsel, every single individual has a monitor and a microphone positioned in front of them. Wow, this is very, very impressive, as the case may be. Well, what else can we find in the courtroom? Showing right now on your screen is the fact that every counsel has an assistant assigned to them. Take, for instance, Carl Gumerus. He has his assistant, a lady, and the lawyer from the prosecuting counsel has an assistant, a man, seated at their right-hand side for assistance and for better clarifications. Yes. So as you can see, this is a full and a detailed breakdown of every single thing we can gather from the pictures released from the courtroom yesterday. But then, what are the conversations had in the courtroom? Well, in our previous video, a video released yesterday around 8 p.m., we made a full breakdown and a detailed breakdown of every single thing that was discussed or debated on in the courtroom, because the lawyer from the prosecuting counsel presented or brought a witness who happens to be Simon's relative. Who is this relative, or who is this individual brought to testify against Simon? Well, in our previous video, we've showcased and explained every single thing that happened yesterday in very, very simple terms for you to see and understand. Well, just in case you want to watch that video and get full updates for yourself, we have that video showing right now on your screen. So do all to click on this video to watch and understand.
Alright guys, thank you very much for staying to the end of this video. So please kindly share, subscribe, and don't forget to like. Thank you. Bye for now.